Hello everyone, this is sort of a warning for anyone that does game trades or sales through YouTube and also possibly using PayPal. I'm going through a pretty shitty situation right now, and while I love talking about all the positive transactions and stuff, I should probably talk about the shitty ones too. I'm not going to mention the person or their YouTube name that this is involving because basically for multiple reasons. One, I don't want to call someone out. I don't want to be a dick, even though they are not being very nice to myself or Joey. On top of that, even if I did call them out, I don't think it would really matter because they have 0 subscribers, 0 videos on their channel. Their channel was created back in November. They haven't even been active on the channel, apparently, for like a month or so now. And on top of that, they had said that the channel they were using was either their girlfriends or their wives. I don't remember which they said. So it wasn't even their fucking channel, so there's really no point. They could just create another one if they wanted to. This is more of like a general warning. Now, this involves the Xbox development kit that we showed in quite a few videos. It was in a Video Game Sellers episode. It was in a like features video just about that, where I plugged it in and showed you some of the stuff like on the dashboard. Now, I'm going to skip as much of the like bullcrap in between and just sort of tell you the key points to not make this video ridiculously long. He purchased the item. It was shipped to him about a week or so before Christmas, or actually probably a little bit less than that. He contacted us saying that it was missing one of the plug pieces, the end pieces to one of the controllers. Now, this system was sold with 2 controllers, a hookup cable for audio-video, and a power plug. We apologized. This was Joey's system that he was selling. I was selling it through my YouTube for him and my PayPal. We apologized, said, hey, look, you know, I will send you another little plug piece right after Christmas, because, like I said, this was less than a week before Christmas now. And he agreed. He says, that's fine, and you know, we were going to do that. A few days later, he sent another message now saying that the system won't read discs. Now, I'm going to explain right now everything that Joey and myself knew about this system when it, before it was sent out. Joey tested 2 different games on it. I showed everything I knew about it in that features video, and also mentioned that Joey and myself have really no prior knowledge of development kits. It was found at a freaking garage sale. You know, we didn't work for Microsoft or anything. So at this point, we're just trying to now help, this person that bought it figure out what's wrong. Did it possibly get damaged in shipping? The buyer had mentioned, the box had like a small dent or hole in it, from shipping, so maybe that happened. I was giving all the info I could think of about, well, have you tried this? You tried this? He was saying that it was asking basically to plug something else in for like a DVD playback or something. And I'm trying to explain, I really don't know much about a development kit. And I'm contacting, him through my YouTube channel, and he is also in communication with Joey through the Facebook page. That's what Joey runs. Now, at this time, Joey was moving, and this is a few days before Christmas also. So Joey wasn't online very much at that time, and he was responding back, a few times, but I was responding back every single time because anyone that watches my channel and has ever left a comment or sent me a message knows I get back to everyone, and usually within like a few hours, definitely no more than a day most of the time, if you send me a message or leave a comment. So I was constantly in communication with this guy, and we really couldn't figure anything out, and it sort of, came down to, I said, look, I don't really know anymore than what I said. Any other decisions will have to be decided by Joey, referring to like returns or refunds or anything like that. So that conversation took place between him and myself on Christmas Eve. Then on Christmas Day, I noticed he opened a case with me through PayPal. I sent him a message saying, hey, what's going on, man? Why'd you do that? In the case he opened, he basically stated that we had not been in communication with him at all. He had tried contacting us and figuring out what was wrong. We sent him a system that was internally damaged and was missing parts, obviously referring to that little cable piece that we said we would replace. And I had responded, back to him after this, basically like, if you wanted a refund or to return it, you could have just asked. You didn't have to necessarily go to PayPal and open a case. You hadn't even mentioned anything about that yet. And Joey, like I said, is moving, and this is Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. It's not going to be, the easiest time necessarily to contact people Except for me, because, like I said, I contacted fucking everybody, so I'm like, but you lied, because I've been communicating with you constantly, so you could have just asked me, hey, Joey, I guess is busy right now, I'd like to return the system, can we figure something out? Never even fucking asked that or anything, so, he then goes on, we sent a few messages back and forth, he then goes on to say that Joey also lied. I found out that development kits cannot play retail copies of games. I was like, okay, I don't know what to tell you. The games he tried worked in the system. One of them was a game that was basically purchased with the system at the garage sale it was found at. The other one, though, was not. I did a little bit of research and tried to find out information about a development kit playing like retail copies of games. And I went to, I believe it was Assembler, and looked on their message boards. And from what I could see, you can modify the system to play, retail games. Granted, there was a lot of fucking, info that I had no idea what they were talking about. But from what I could get from it it's definitely something that can be done. So I don't know if this particular system was modified to like play that one game that came with it and a few others, and it just happened to be one of the other ones that Joey tested was one that was modified for. I have no fucking idea. Like I said, we don't know anything about modifying systems, development kits, any more than what we showed and talked about. But I told him, look, it doesn't matter. You're unhappy with the system for some reason, against our knowledge, it won't play games, your games or whatever. I don't have any other answers besides return it, we'll give you your money back. Now, that's the answer I gave back through PayPal. He ignored that. He then escalated it to a claim. I don't know what he was thinking in the sense of what more he could get from basically just having to send the system back and getting a full refund. Maybe he was thinking he would get to keep the system and get his money back, but then he was getting mad because he realized, I'm losing my voice now, sorry guys, he realized that he was going to have to ship it back, and the shipping would cost a little bit of money. I had guessed maybe between 10 and 20 bucks, and he had said, oh, I don't want to pay for shipping, and I was like, look, you took the initiative and went through PayPal, and now PayPal has made the decision in your favor to basically, we'll give you the refund if you send the system back. That's just how it has to be now. And he got all mad and he wouldn't respond anymore. And basically, to the last day, you're allowed like a certain amount of time to prove you sent the system back with a tracking number. He waited to the last day, and then he finally, put a tracking number up. And then I get the box today in the mail. And I won't show you, obviously, the fucking address, so hold on one second. I get this box in the mail. And instead of a system, it's a fucking box of books. So now at this point, I'm like, I don't get what the hell's going on here, because he didn't want to spend money to ship the system back, but he spent money to ship a box of books back. He spent 10 bucks. It weighs no more than the fucking system would. So I'm like, if he's unhappy about the system, then why did he not just send it back? So now I really don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know if he was trying to, sort of do a scam from the beginning. Like I said, all we knew was it played these two games. This is what the fucking thing did. I apologized. I said we'd give you your money back, and apparently that wasn't enough. He then tried to go, basically over my head or over Joey's head, go through PayPal. When he still wasn't happy with that, when I straight up agreed, yes, let's do it. Let's do a return for you. We'll get you your money back. We apologize. He still wasn't happy. And now I have a fucking box of books. And granted, I contacted PayPal and said, hey, did not get my item back that was supposed to be in the box. I opened basically my own claim against him. As far as I know, he has not got the money sent to him yet, but I had to pay into my PayPal the $225 that we sold the system for as like a sort of holder fee, because they deducted that amount from my PayPal, they put it into the negative, and if I wanted to continue to use my fucking PayPal, I had to put money in there. So I'm right now currently out $225 until they decide, hopefully in my favor, but you know what? You never know in life. And I'm mainly doing this as a warning in the sense of, just like on eBay, I guess, and this is, you know, my bad. I feel stupid, I guess, because on eBay, if someone, like a buyer, has basically a 0 rating, they've never bought anything before, sometimes you don't deal with them, or, you know, you don't sell them an expensive item. This guy was, like, new to YouTube, was using someone else's fucking account, apparently. I've gotten 3 different names for this person, you know, or dealing with this person, and he has no videos or anything like that, so I have no proof of who he is. He has nothing to back up, you know, anything he says. And I just, you know, was really bummed. It fucking sucks that, you know, but it's going to happen. Shit like this will happen, and I'm not going to stop selling stuff or trading stuff with YouTubers, because there are a lot of great people out there and trustworthy people. And let me know in the comments if anything has ever happened with you like this. Granted, like I said, people make mistakes on both sides. It's gonna happen. We forgot to put that little cable piece in. That was an easy fix. And then when we were trying to figure out, certain things about a system that neither party, neither the sellers or the buyer, really knew a lot about, he apparently, you know, just took it in his own hands and said, fuck you. So, it sucks, but oh well. I hope I didn't ramble on too long. I've done this like in 3 or 4 different clips now, so I don't know how long this fucking video is. But I will talk to you all later. Peace.